A Supreme Court Friday to end the week. The group Idahoans United for Women and Families is asking Idaho's highest court to make the Attorney General fix ballot language for a 2026 citizen initiative. The initiative is called the Reproductive Freedom and Privacy Act, and it would establish the right to an abortion in Idaho up to fetal viability and in medical emergencies. It would codify a general right to make reproductive health care decisions, and it would protect patients' right to privacy. In the state of Idaho, for an initiative, the Attorney General's office is tasked with writing the short and long ballot titles, which is what this initiative aims to change. And this is a real words matter story. The group says that the ballot title written by the AG is misleading. This is what the voters will see when they make their decision. And they say the term fetus viability used in the title is uncommon, confusing, and could prejudice voters against the initiative, and they want the term fetal viability used. But to make a change, there's a window that justices need to consider.
What are you afraid that people are going to think this means that it doesn't really mean?
The concern is that it will inflame certain feelings about a fetus versus using this medically appropriate, legally appropriate term to refer to this very particularly point in time.
Our standard is, did he substantially comply? It's not, did he perfectly comply? Could he have done it better? That's my struggle with the fetus versus fetal argument. I don't get to say, do I think fetal viability is the best and the most common. I have to send it back. This court has to determine it doesn't substantially comply.
The AG's office would later argue in court that words, they really aren't that big of a change, fetal to fetus, and that they could have really gone for political language if that was their motivation. They could have used a term like unborn child. But justices kind of challenge that concept.
I think it's exactly equivalent. Our position is that fetus viability and fetal viability are essentially the same term, that modifying a noun with another noun is common English.
So if what you just said is correct, then you have no problem if we change the language back to how the statute words it?
Well, we have a problem because the AG hasn't exceeded his jurisdiction. Like, this ballot title fairly acquaints voters with the purpose of the initiative.
The group also argues that the required fiscal impact statement, what the initiative could cost voters if they approve it, well, they say it's misleading and biased, and that it wrongly implies that the initiative would cost the state of Idaho a lot of money, even referencing implications with $850 million in Medicaid spending.
The Attorney General's office knows that the $850 million Medicaid budget is a controversial thing in Idaho. I'm pretty sure you guys are aware of that. It's almost $1 billion. Inserting that number into this initiative, don't you think that has an impact when voters read that?
The short answer is I don't know.
So the group is asking the Idaho Supreme Court to replace the current ballot titles with what they believe would be more accurate and neutral titles, ones that include key parts of the initiative. They are also asking that the fiscal impact statement be cleared up, neutral and not misleading in their opinion. And they also are looking for some attorney fees to be awarded because they say that the state has acted unreasonably. The justices will consider this over the next few weeks and then come to a decision.